on. Wow. Dr. Donna and I have a couple things in common. We're the same age, young, right?
And we're staying that way.
We're staying that way. All right, so Dr. Donna, a couple key questions here. You know, I do this every morning. Can we take our greens and our greens chews at the same time?
Not only can we, it doesn't matter when you take them, just so that you take them. Now, I kind of like to vary it. As I mentioned, I put my greens in the morning, right in my morning shake, my brain shake, wake me up, get me going. And then I use the chews as kind of a pick-me-up between meals, and I find that it helps you from craving and eating the wrong kinds of things. But there's nothing wrong with, if you want to get up, take your 2 chews right in the morning and then use your greens later. However it works best for you. No wrong way to do it, but do it and use both.
Okay, wonderful. Great, thank you. Okay, so what's the difference between a probiotic and a prebiotic?
Oh, pro and prebiotic. Now, probiotic we mentioned were those good bacteria that determine whether you're actually going to contract the disease. If you have the good probiotics in your body, even though you're exposed to some very terrible disease-causing pathogens, you won't get that disease because you got a good stronghold of probiotics. That's what we put in the greens to help support that probiotic growth, to make them take hold. Now, a prebiotic is simply a food for the probiotic. Even though the probiotic is there, it doesn't mean it's going to stay there and survive and thrive unless it's got good food. And prebiotics are good food, and that is what we find in the greens chew. So another reason to use the products together to synergize them is you're feeding the probiotics with the green chew, the probiotic, that lactospore that's in the greens.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, next question. How do you recommend using Confianza? You know, I remember one time Kay coming up the stairs and she said, "Mom, Dad didn't take his Confianza." And I said, "How can you tell?" And she said, "By the way, he's talking to his customers."
There you go. That's a good recommendation. Take your Confianza the way your daughter and wife recommends you take it, right? Of course, we go by what's recommended on the bottle. You take 1 or 2 a day as needed. Now, there's no real wrong way to do that either, and everyone's a little bit different. And I guess I would use it that way. When you really need it, use it. Some people may only need a half. You could start there and see what you may need. But some people seem to function well on a Confianza if they just take one in the morning when they wake up. My body tends to be that way. And I just take one, and I just feel a little more smoother, more balanced the whole day. Maybe you'll need 2 a day. So there's no really wrong way to do it, but technically as needed, and at the times when you know there's going to be some extra stress, take some Confianza.
And I've heard of people taking it at bedtime.
Yes, there's no problem with that. In fact, it will actually work with your melatonin level, which is the hormone that's secreted by your pineal gland that helps you with restful sleep and strengthens the immune system.
Okay, wonderful, thank you. All right, so we have a lot of women expecting in the room today, and a lot of our friends are as well. What products can they take?
For our expecting women, well, we're all expecting. Even us, the guys, are pregnant with enthusiasm, aren't we? You can tell everybody, I went to the It Works green carpet and got pregnant, right? With enthusiasm. But for you who are pregnant with a little baby human, the question comes up all the time, what products can I use? And the answer is, we have to say, take the product to your obstetrician, to your physician, and show them the ingredient and get their permission to use the product. That's just the safe way to do it and the right way to do it, and that is my recommendation. I can also say, however, though, that my wife, when she was pregnant, with our children, 4 children, we took all of the products. We didn't have every one of them that we have now, but now she takes all of these products, and she took them every day, all the way through her pregnancy. We used the Vital Core for our prenatal. The only thing we added was a little bit of iron, because we didn't put extra iron in here, because iron's not as good for men. So we used it as a great prenatal. It's better than any prenatal that I've seen on the market. So she used our products all the way through. But once again, you must ask your physician and then go by your doctor's recommendations.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Are our products organic? And really, what does that mean, organic?
Organic means that they weren't grown with any chemical pesticides or fertilizers, naturally grown, which is a great way to grow products, and I'm a big fan of being organic. And some of our ingredients are organic. We're not completely organic, so we can't say certified USDA organic, and there's a couple of reasons for that. We could be, but we didn't think it was a wise decision to do. One is because it's extremely expensive to go organic. That would make the determination for us, though. The question was the value there? And to go organic, do you get that much of a benefit? In other words, would I be willing to make this product cost 3 times as much as it costs in order to say it's completely organic? You don't get 3 times the benefit. And certain crops, another reason is certain crops are not sprayed generally, and there aren't a lot of pesticides and fertilizers used on them, so certain things don't need to be organic, and it's really a waste of money. So we were thinking in terms of value. So we can't say, no, that our products are all USDA organic certified, but they are all natural with premium botanical ingredients.
Wonderful. Okay, so we have just a little bit of time left, and you know, one of the things that we've done, we've traveled all over the country together, and we would host boot camps, and you've been to some of the One Team, One Missions, and the smallest boot camp we went to, remember that, was in Missouri. 14 people were there.
Yeah,
14 people.
Yeah.
So we've come a long way, haven't we?
Pam and I were 10% of the crowd, over 10% of the crowd.
Yeah, we were 2 of the 14. I don't think we told Mark that, did we, when we went. Okay, so you've just gone over a lot of information, and I'm having a wrap party or I'm out talking to someone. We are not you, and we are the messenger here, and you're giving the message. Our job is to point people in the right direction, and that is by looking at the ingredients, saying, here they are, they're on the back of the packaging, or handing them a supplemental fact sheet. We don't want to give a health seminar at any of these events, because our goal is to duplicate simply. So talk about that just a little bit.
Yes, very important point. This is a situation where less means more, truly. If you're asked questions about the products, first of all, don't hesitate from having a wrap party and talking about the supplements because you don't know about them. You don't have to know about them. We know about them. We formulated. We know they're very good for you. Start using the product. Be a product of the product. You'll find a product that you fall in love with, that you or family members or other distributors just have great results with. That can become your story, and you can certainly share that story. But don't try to go into detail and answer a lot of questions. Leave that to us. And you can always refer later. There's always plenty of information in your back office. There's training. You can find out about it. But we've got to stick with the basics here. And I found, as I said earlier, Pam, he or she that wins is he or she that raps the most. So if you rap the map, go out there and get excited. And you don't even have to know all about the rap. I wouldn't recommend trying to explain any of how it works. Just that it works, you've got to try it. You've got to try this. Don't say any more. Even if you know the answer, I'd say, I'm not exactly sure, but you've got to try this. That's what works with It Works Global.
I love it. Oh, Dr. Don, thank you so much for being with us today. I so appreciate you. And